A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 21, verses 1 to 4. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. Just then, he looked up and saw the rich people dropping offerings in the collection plate. Then he saw a poor widow put in 2 pennies. He said, "The plain truth is that this widow has given by far the largest offering today. All these others made offerings that they'll never miss. She gave extravagantly what she couldn't afford. She gave her all." The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflection according to St. Luke chapter 21 verses 1 to 4. Charity begins at home. The beautiful explanation by Father Armellini's vivid description of the poor widow's offering allows us to reflect upon the temple's corrupt practices and traditions, which forced people such as this poor widow to make offerings. Jesus condemned the attitude of priests and religious scholars who devoured even the poor and widows to enrich their own pockets. Widows, orphans, migrants, and foreigners were the poorest people in Israel. The widow in the Gospel had offered her whole livelihood because she trusted the Lord. She gives everything because the Lord is greater than all else for her. The message of this Gospel passage is an invitation to generosity towards the poor, the needy, and the abandoned and despised. Therefore, when the Church exhorts the faithful to be generous, it should take care to be generous herself toward the needy. Often our church institutions behave like the religious scholars and priests of the time of Jesus. Often, we hear of parishes and priests who charge for funerals, weddings, baptisms, and even the Mass, resulting in many people avoiding the sacraments and the Church. In order for the Church to truly represent the presence of God among the people, it needs to address not only their spiritual needs but also their physical needs. Charity begins at home, says the proverb. Caring for the elderly and the sick in our homes should not be overlooked when reaching out to help a needy neighbor or contributing large sums to the Church. In our society, how often do we encounter elderly or infirm parents living in misery while their children are recognized for their charitable work in the community and the Church? Generosity belongs to everyday life. Could I be more conscious of the question, how can I be more generous towards the poor? How can I be more helpful? It is normal to think that I am not super rich to be very generous with the needs of people around me. Pope Francis has a suggestion for us. Look through your room or your wardrobe. How many pairs of shoes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 20. Maybe too many. But if you have many pairs of shoes, give away half. How many clothes do I not use or use only once a year? This is one way to be generous, to share what we have.